Alright, welcome back to the budget BMW drift build. Last time we welded the diff. Before that we've ripped out a whole lot of weight on the inside to make it lighter, because on the inside this has a, I don't know, 4-cylinder, I think it's about 130 something horsepower motor. It's got nothing. So out of our plans to try and make it as budget driftable as possible, I think we might have to do something to the engine. So in the comments, let me know what should be putting in it. It's a fairly big space, so it could probably fit a fair bit of stuff. I do have some stuff in mind, but what do you have in mind? So today what we're doing is installing some coilovers. Not only because, well, first of all, it's an old car. It's got some pretty average springs. It bounces all over the place, and I really don't like that. So these will fix that, but also these have adjustable camber up the top. If it focuses, it will. It's not gonna focus. Doesn't matter. We can adjust some camber into it, so it means we'll not only be lower, we'll have a little bit more stance to it, which I mean, in low budget drift and stuff, not exactly a great thing, but I mean, might as well do it while we're here. After we've got the coilovers in, our next thing is angle kit. We've got, it's budget. It's a budget build. These were 40 bucks. They're just little plates that turn your steering point from here to here. Gives you, instead of, I think the standard angle is about that, maybe more like that, it gives it about an extra few percent, where like, if you say you spent $1,000 on like a bigger kit, you get a lot more angle. But whatever, this is budget, so we're trying to go as cheap as possible. So we've got these little plates, which yeah, hopefully they'll work. And after that, we've got some spacers. These are 20 mil, so I mean, imagine 20 mil sticking out of there. So a good thing about our camber, we'll be able to kind of bring it back a little bit more once it sticks out, because at the moment this is pretty flush with your fender. So 20 mil plus some camber, hopefully should still be sticking in there. Otherwise we've got to figure out some little tricks to kind of maybe get this fender up, which actually I've never felt it before. It feels like it's been semi-rolled before. It's not flat. That's interesting. So running my hand through here, I don't only realize that it feels like someone's adjusted the camber or potentially just panel bent it. Also, there's no plastic in here. And I've felt this side before, so I know there's plastic in here. So it's on the right side, just not the left side. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, while we got this wheel off, this plastic's coming off. But before that, I want to start on the rears, because you have your standard coilover, but then the shock is actually separate. I'll take the wheel off so I can properly explain it. So this is what I was talking about. So in the rear, your coilover is separate to the actual spring. Now, if I can get the lighting to work. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to take out the coilover first, or whatever it's called, drop it down, pull the spring out, and do then the opposite.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then, and I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was. We not influenced by what they do, cause it's only us. I still hear poetry when I'm looking into them eyes. I still get lost in the thought of you. So much to find, and yeah, you know you fine, but still I must remind that we can live this forever and feel this forever and never, and still that won't leave me enough for time.
That easy. So this is now our setup. We've got, once everything kind of settles, oh, there it goes. Once it all settles in, and you max this back up, and that will be held pretty tight, and that will be back to what pretty much factory wanted. Now let's try and put that coilover in. Can't remember the last time I filmed, but I've been doing a bit of adjusting, so now we're at a pretty good height where bump stops will hit before this maxes out, your arm maxes out. So it's time to put the wheel on and see whether we have to pull these out. Alright, so that will be our final height. I'm kind of happy with that, because it means like it's still got room to travel, but also looking in it, it actually it will tuck underneath, so I'm pretty happy about that. I was kind of worried I'd have to do extra work to make it work, but yeah, pretty happy with that. All right, we've got the first proper mod going on the car. That's a battery. It currently hasn't got a battery. Pineapple Fanta hasn't got a battery, so I bought a new one, but I'm not putting it in this. What I'm doing instead is I'm putting the new battery in my Magna. battery's in. Only problem is, surprisingly, the car didn't come with any way to hold the battery down. So I think that I might have to make something. At least for the moment, I'm just pushing around. It's not like I'm driving anywhere, so this is fine as is. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make some sort of, maybe I might just do like a strap or something. Oh, I don't know. I'll put like a stopper here to stop it from going back, and like a strap that just goes across or something. That might be enough. I don't know. I know your battery's got to be held pretty tight for drifting, but maybe yeah, maybe I'll do something a little bit overboard. That's interesting. All right, next quick mod. While I was getting the battery from Autobahn, I got this. It's just like a little headlight cleaning kit. Because honestly, I thought the headlights were a lot dirtier, but they're actually not bad. So I'll quickly clean these, but then I also might do the headlights on the Magna, because the Magna is kind of foggy. Fanta. Alright, so pretty clean. I also did the fog lights as well, even though I'm not going to be keeping them soon. Yeah, all has been done. Pretty clean. I mean, I could probably do a little bit more, but I think what I'm seeing is the fade on that makes it look a lot less clear, but it looks pretty good. Now, because I've taken off this front bit just because I don't, like, it was just plastic, you don't need it. I've noticed that there's a bit of a crush in here. I mean, I knew about this bit, but I didn't know this part was that bad. So instead of right now fixing it, I'm going to just leave it, because in the future I'm getting a M-style bumper, hence why I'm not keeping the fog lights. It does have spots to put them on the bumper, but I don't know if I even need them. So yeah, I'll fix that center bit when I get the bumper, but that'll be probably a few weeks from that. So just put the wheel back on with the spacer on it. You can kind of see how much it's sticking out. So I'm kind of glad that we've got some camber going onto it, because as you can see, it's gonna kind of bring the top back in. So yeah, good. Kind of ran ahead again. Before I start taking stuff apart, this is how much steering lock the car has beforehand. Like this is the stock amount. So it's pretty good. I might pull out a way of measuring that. Yeah, it's a good amount, but let's get more out of it. I don't know, I don't think that's enough. We just need a... much better. Gamby. Spent the last about an hour just working around with the actual toe for it, because what I've done, all the steering adapters and the camber has been put all the way to the max. So what happened was the what is it called, the tie rod that attaches to your steering rack then had to be made shorter, but actually a lot shorter than what stock had. So I've had to cut all that, do that, realign it, and it looks, I think I've got it pretty good. So I reckon we'll drop it down and give them a proper look. Alright, it's down on the ground. I mean, that's the max angle, which, so I've done some measurements on the ad, because of course I bought this off AliExpress. On the ad it said from you'd get 25% to 30%. What I've actually gotten is 30% to 35%. So I've gained, I don't think it's fully 5%, but I've gained about 4 to 5. So it's got a bit more angle on it. Not as much as what I'd hope, but for the price of, I think from memory it was 40 bucks. I mean, I'm happy because I'm not buying one of those $1,000 kits. That's it. Whoa. Yeah, sure enough, I actually did something today. That's it. So now the position we're at the moment, I'm currently working out what kind of motor to put into this. So it will be a while till I can actually properly take it drifting. So until then, I feel like there's some interior stuff I might do. But really, there might be a break in between now and the next video. Just because I don't want to keep doing, like, I don't want to do, or I'm changing my headlights video. I don't know. So in the future, might be a while for the video. So in the comments, let me know what you want me to work out or something. And if you like this series, goodbye.